Bitcoin's estimated leverage ratio spiked coming into December really high, guys. And this essentially means that a lot more people are opening leveraged positions. This is very bad for Bitcoin right now because obviously we're seeing the chart absolutely moon. We're seeing a lot of people aping into Bitcoin with leverage positions, and this basically means the whales are getting ready to absolutely slam you down. My name is Cryptochesterg. I'm here today to give you a Bitcoin update. We're going to be covering short-term, mid-term, and long-term for Bitcoin, micros and macros, certain positions that we could be getting into as well. Without further ado, guys, let's get straight into it. Looking at Bitcoin here on the hourly today. Currently, we obviously saw us top out at the high around 42.4 on the Bybit chart, creating a weak high here, which is obviously good news for the bullish momentum to the upside. Now, if we're looking at chart patterns, if we're looking at a potential trade for the day, what I'm looking for here is going to be, you can see we've got a rising wedge, guys. Rising wedges, they tend to usually break to the downside. So what are we looking for here? We're looking for a measure move like this to the downside at whatever breakpoint this is. In terms of take profits, guys, we need to be staggering those take profits as we go down this position, as we're shorting the market. You can see it's going to be worth around 1.61% down to the most recent higher low on the micro for Bitcoin, and that's priced around 41,147. Yes, we're due a pullback. Yes, this is possible. And there is a potential break point to be looking out for there. The key areas here, guys, is volume weighted ATR band here on the 30-minute that we're looking for a break. You can see that we get support on this quite a lot. And also, we got the volume weighted ATR band on the 60-minute as well, guys. You can see support and resistance from these bad boys are pretty strong. And now you can see there's a gap in between them. Very feasible to make a nice, pretty bit of money there, worth around 1.6%. That's what I'm looking for. Make sure you head over to my X, guys. I've got a... the link is in the description for my X profile, and I'll be doing updates on this all day when we're going to get into this position, how we're going to be hitting our take profits, stop losses, etc. Everything. Moving on to the midterm time frame for Bitcoin, because I'm still in my long position, okay? I'm still in my long position from, I think, yesterday it was in. I got into this, and you can see we absolutely smashed it up, guys. We smashed it to the upside. We hit first take profit, second take profit, third take profit, and that basically means stop loss to entry point now. It's a risk-free position, currently up, and we made around 4% so far. We actually have taken out 75% of the equity of our position, and we're just letting the 25% run. If we come back down to around 40,700, then yes, I will hit stop loss, whatever. I've already made money. My stop loss is at my entry point, so it's absolutely fine. But what we're really eyeing up here now, guys, is a new position that's a little short on the short-term time frame. It's looking pretty good indeed. Now, let's talk about the macro for Bitcoin here. Let's talk about the macro for Bitcoin here, because there's a lot to talk about, okay? Let's talk about the stochastic to start off with, guys. You can see that we've actually got a crossover coming through on the stochastic really high on the RSI here. So this essentially means we're really overbought. Everyone knows that right now. We've had 8 bullish weeks in a row. Well, it will be the 8th bullish week in a row. So this basically means when you get this crossover like so, you usually see some sort of sell-off, okay? So what are we looking for now? We're looking for essentially a pullback on the chart, okay? And if we are looking at the chart here, guys, the pullback it can be significant, okay? The most recent high that we have set is all the way up here at around 42,400. The most recent higher low that we've set, unfortunately, is all the way down at 25,000 on the daily, so it's looking pretty bleak there. So we can actually come, even if we come down to 25k, guys, it's still going to be in a bullish chart pattern, but still going to be bullish, a bullish uptrend. As you can see here, it's just the market structure that we're looking for there. But in terms of bull market barriers, in terms of volume weighted ATR bands on the daily, this is what we're talking about, guys. We're looking for a lovely bounce point from this area. It's going to be worth around 5 to 10% there. It's going to be a really nice trade, and this is sort of the higher low, the next confirmed higher low that I'm really looking for here, okay? The next confirmed high low I'm really looking for is going to be probably around 35,600. And hey, we are due a massive pullback, and it's completely feasible for this to happen, okay? So yeah, next long is going to be around 35,500. Bull market barrier, again, does line up with that area. We've got levels of support as well, guys. This area is going to be a very juicy bounce point. So get your limit orders in, get your wallets ready. No, I'm joking. It's not financial advice. Do your own research, guys, but this is the position that I'm looking for on the macro time frame, worth around 5 to 10%. Really excited for that one. In terms of VRVP, let's have a look at that and see where we're at for that on the daily right now. I mean, you can see it's right the way down there, so it's not really, I mean, the point of control is really low on that. So let's jump down to time frame and see if we can get some some better data here. Point of control for the VRVP is around 37,000. That shows that we're probably going to get some support from this area again, guys. So very interesting point to be looking out for there again, whether we're going to be coming down to the daily or not. Okay, so yeah, maybe the volume weighted ATR on the daily comes up for a bit, up to around 37,000, and then we tap it and then we run, and then that lines up with the point of control on the VRVP and very, very crucial levels on the volume weighted ATR band as well. Let's talk about Bitcoin dominance for a second, guys. Bitcoin dominance, you can see we were speaking about this on yesterday's stream, how high this bad boy is going. Okay, this shows how much dominance Bitcoin has over the altcoins. Now, you can see, very interesting point here, guys. We're just about to tap this level of resistance here. What does this mean? This means that we're likely to see some resistance on the Bitcoin dominance, which means altcoins will move on their own, okay? Altcoins are going to start doing percentages on their own in the next sort of 5 to 10 hours or so. It's going to be very interesting to see if we can hit this, when we hit this, and how reactive these altcoins are going to be. We could see altcoins like Gala do 10%. We could see altcoins like ADA smash 20%. We don't know, okay? We don't know. These altcoins are just about to become reactive because the Bitcoin dominance is going to actually take a bit of resistance coming down. In terms of CME Gap from the Monday Open, guys, you can see we've got CME Gap down at around 40,000. The likelihood of us filling this down around 39 is very, very, very feasible. If you're looking to short Bitcoin, what I would say here is let's just take a little look at the weekly, okay? I'd say let's still take a little look at the weekly because you've got the volume weighted ATR band on the weekly coming down very aggressively, okay? Very, very aggressively. And you know the support and resistance that we get off this bad boy, especially on the weekly, guys. So if we're going to be looking at the completion of this giant, massive measure move to the upside, which is on the way up right now, you can see a giant falling wedge. This is the measure move, okay? Bringing it all the way up like so. That's going to be putting Bitcoin at a price of around $50,000. If that hits that, guys, with the weekly volume weighted ATR band, it's going to be turmoil. It's going to absolutely crash to the goddamn floor. I mean, look at how steep this momentum is right now. It's too steep. We need a significant pullback or significant sideways action to follow through here. We've got ETF deadlines coming through for the end of December as well, so roughly 25 days away. So it's going to be interesting to see how that does play out with obviously Christmas as well. So yeah, if you're looking for a massive short for Bitcoin, I would say what I'm looking for here, it is going to be something around this basis, guys. If we come up to this area, I'll be happy shorting 50K all the way back down to around 39, 40K. That's a really, really clean position in terms of market structure, in terms of really strong resistance points here. That's sort of what I'm going to be looking for here on the macro time frame for Bitcoin. Moving on to altcoins, guys, let's see what is performing today. You've got Gala up at around 11%, Pepe doing 12%, CFX 24%, STX 34% as well, and a bit of Audi doing 18%. Overall, looking pretty stable, guys. But as I said, remember, altcoins are going to start moving on their own. Now this Bitcoin dominance is about to see this very strong resistance there. Fear and greed index, guys, let's look at that. Everyone's goddamn greedy. As we discussed on the leverage ratio earlier at the start of the video, guys, people are greedy. People are aping into leverage positions. The whales are sat there waiting like, ha 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 ha, let's wreck everyone. So just be aware for that, guys. Don't be too greedy. This is not a great sign, and we're likely to see a massive pullback for Bitcoin very, very, very soon. But that's going to be it from me, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching. I do appreciate it. And we are doing a Christmas sale on all of our indicators and the crypto courses that we offer as well, me and my brother. So the link is in the description for that. That's going to be it from me, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching. Peace out and goodbye from me, Crypto Chester.